Hey, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Yo, this one is hot like fire. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and let's talk about this one. Yo, this police officer, female woman, she was at work topping off everybody. She was riding every pony. She was doing it all. And on top of it, she was a married woman. Shout out to the New York Post. Houston, the article actually said the husband of the Tennessee cop who was fired for having sexual relations with multiple officers is actually a state park ranger. So her husband is a state park ranger. When the news broke, a lot of people was like, okay, fellas, I actually put it on social media. I said, okay, guys, pay attention. She's a married woman, right? All right. You married, you wake up every day, you go to work, you get dressed for work, you say, bye, babe, I'll see you later, or bye, honey, or however you call your significant other. I'll see you later. I'm off to the office. She's off to work, and she goes to work, and there's a bunch of guys at work that's all running through her. And then she comes back home to you in the evening, and you are nonetheless wiser. That's got to be embarrassing when that's found out, right? But on top of that, Jesus, he's a freaking state park ranger himself. Imagine these police officers, how emboldened they must have been just going around, just laughing at this man. They probably see him around town and they're like, hey, officer, so and so, how you doing today? We just got done with your wife. What'd you say? Nothing. And yo, I'm laughing at somebody else's pain, because if this was my pain, somebody else would be laughing and I wouldn't be finding it funny. That's life. So the husband of a Tennessee cop who was fired for having sex with 6 other officers is a wholesome state park ranger. She wasn't looking for wholesome, homie. She was looking for black. Yuck. She was she was looking for wild and out. She was not looking for wholesome. She didn't want that little house in a picket fence and 2.5 kids. That's 2 babies and a little doggy, a little teacup Yorkshire, something. She didn't want all that. She wanted to bust it wide open. She wanted to live on the wild side. She wanted it to be hot girl summer all 2021, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2029 and beyond. She was just wild like that. 6 other guys. How do you as a woman go to work, right? In a prestigious career field where you wear a uniform and a badge, and you're the one that is held at a high standard to uphold the law. And there you are at the police station, in the back of the police station, topping off other police officers, and you're a married individual. Huh? Ex-cop Megan Hall said that she and her husband, Jedediah Hall, were in an open marriage. Although he did not seem to be on board with what the hell she said, she says to the media, we're in an open marriage, right? You know what kind of defense she's trying to come with. First of all, she's trying to save her job at the police station, and then she's going to come with the woman empowerment stuff. We're in an open marriage. A woman's sexuality is her business. We're in 2023. It's a free world. I'm allowed to do what with whoever I please. And so that's going to be the talk right now. So according to Hall's Facebook page, she and her husband, Jedediah, were married on May 23rd of 2018. She was born in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. Jedediah said that the time he spent in Henry Horton State Park as a child inspired him to work with the Tennessee state parks. Without much money to travel, Henry Horton became my family's go-to summer destinations. Growing up on the trails and swimming in the rivers, those things made me feel like I was falling in love with our state parks and being in the outdoors. This is what her husband wrote on his his page, his social media. Jedediah Hall had initially planned to become a teacher. However, while working towards his master's degree at Middle Tennessee State University, he was hired by Henry Horton State Park as a seasonal interpretive recreator over the summer. That summer, he said, changed my life, and I decided to teach park visitors about Tennessee's history and natural resources. He said that his favorite part about working at the state park department is witnessing the look in our visitors' faces when they connect with our state's natural and cultural resources. Poor guy. He was probably so obsessed with the park and learning different parts. Because when you take people on a tour, you can't be out there reading from a script. You have to act like you know what you're talking about. So I could see him come home and study the script. He is studying about the natural resources of the state park and all this other stuff. And his wife's in the shower washing come out her coochie from some strange dude at work. Which officer put that one in there today? Oh my God. He said that his favorite part of working at the park was witnessing the look on the visitors' faces as they connect with our natural state and cultural resources. That wow moment makes all of the hard work worth it, and it makes me fall in love with our park system all over again. He also encouraged anyone that's interested in joining the state park department to start by volunteering at their local parks, picking up garbage, and helping with waterway cleanups. He did not immediately respond to a voicemail that was left by the Washington Post or by the Post newspaper because they wanted to do an interview with him. Megan Hall, his wife, who was out here whoring and touring, she joined the force in 2021. She just joined the police force in 2021 and already got caught by 2023, just started with 6 different officers. And her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexual affairs that included exchanging nude pictures, taking her top off at a hot tub party, and even having oral sex with other officers. And reports of her banging it out at the police station. Hall was ultimately fired for the misconduct along with Sergeant Louis Powell, Officer Juan Lugo, Sergeant Ty McGowan, and Detective Seneca Shields. 2 other officers who allegedly had romps with Hall, Patrick Maglicoco and Larry Holliday, they kept their jobs, but they were suspended. So everybody else got fired. These 2 got to keep their jobs and they were suspended. In the December 28 report, like 3 days after Christmas, goddammit, y'all couldn't even wait to bring in the New Year's. Magliocco said that I don't know the damn name, it's Maglicoco or Magliocco, said that he had seen Hall and Holiday kiss while they were watching a football game at a party. And he said that Hall had kissed his own wife, Amy, after learning that they had an open marriage, according to the document. So the officer said that Jedediah saw the kiss and he told officials, yo, I'm not on board with this. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not on board with it. So apparently they had invited this officer to a police get-together party, and she's over here getting kisses from other officers, and her husband's seen it. And he told the rest of the officers in the party, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm really not on board with this. With his wife having a threesome with Officer Magliocco's and his wife. But she continued having a relationship with them anyways. Magliocco also noted that he had become concerned about Hall's mental health and heavy drinking. He said that Hall had once pulled the trigger on an empty gun that was pointed at her own temple so she could hear what it sounded like, and said that she was suffering from some level of mental illness. Powell initially denied that he had a sexual encounter with Hall, but said that everybody knows that she has multiple partners here. And he named Holiday and McGowan to the investigators. So they were over there just telling on each other. It wasn't me, but I could tell you who it was. It was him, and him. Everybody around here knows she got multiple partners in this police station. Powell initially denied that he had had an encounter with her as well, right? But told the investigators of other officers that did. Holiday admitted under questioning to having sex with Hall multiple times, and McGowan revealed that he once went to Hall's house with another female and exposed his genitalia to them while he was there. Now, after initially denying having sexual relationship with Powell and Maglio Coco, Hall later fessed up to the affairs and also admitted to having sex with Lugo at a motel nearby after they met at a go-kart center, a charge that Lugo initially denied before caving under a second interrogation. So all these people are losing their jobs around this one coochie. Now, under questioning, Shields said, "I have never had any kind of that types of relations with Megan Hall," until admitting that she had actually performed oral on him while they were on duty. A repeatedly mentioned event in the report was a Memorial Day party in a boathouse that was owned by another member of the department, to which several of the officers had actually even brought their children there. At one point during the party, with the children running around, an intoxicated Hall, so she's there, she's getting liquored up and nice drunk. An intoxicated Hall was reportedly being force-fed vodka by Maglio Coco in the hot tub, at which time her top came off, and another cop stopped the former officer from drinking and helped her to cover up herself because there were children there. She was ready to go in front of everybody. One more shot, and it would have been over. HR director, yo, this is a nightmare for HR, but I'm sure this HR personnel is probably dying laughing. HR director Andrew Patton, who authored the report and conducted the investigation, sanctioned the 8 officers with various penalties for illicit activities while on duty. The S word, sexual harassment, conduct on becoming of an officer, and lying during the course of the investigation. And based on that, they were all fired except for 2 of them. Jeez. Man, listen, end of the day, take it for what it is, okay? Don't take anybody by face value. Let their deeds be what you believe in, not their words. Because she went home to old boy and told him on a daily basis, her park ranger, her safe space, that I love you and we'll be married forever. But that one time when they were at that party and he seen her kiss somebody else and then said, "We are in an open marriage." Imagine that being your first time hearing from your spouse that you are in an open marriage. And you're walking around the party telling everybody, "Hey, man, I'm not with this. Y'all grabbing her ass and kissing her in the mouth. I came here as her husband. I'm not with this. But she's saying you guys are in an open marriage. But I'm not with this. I'm not with this." He should have packed his bags and left then. But nope. He allowed her to go join the police force 2021. And by 2023, national news headlines. She done ran through a whole bunch of people at the police station. Sad story. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Life stranger than fiction most times. I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. Y'all already know if the topic is hot, I'm on it. I'm out. Peace.